Konnichiwa, minasan, genki? It has been a very, very long time. I do apologize. Go man. It has been so long that remember how last time I was all complaining about how hot it is? Well, now I have the opposite problem. It's very, very cold. It does go to show you that Japan has very extreme seasons. Very hot summers, very cold winters. Japan has forced me to purchase a Snuggie. Don't think it'll happen to you? Oh, trust me, I was one of those people. That'll never happen to me. I'll never buy one of those. They look so weird. And yet, it could happen to you. And I must say, it's very comfortable. In fact, it's one of my favorite winter accessories. I see that some of you have done your deeds and you're preparing to come over here very soon. Congratulations! You must be very, very excited and trying to do all the research you possibly can to find out what your life is going to be like. Well, of course, you can't know that until you actually get here, but I can help. So I thought we would mesh two topics today, and for those who are coming very soon, you're probably wondering about, number one, what to bring with you, and number two, your apartment. So you'll be coming over soon, you've booked your flight, you're raring to go. What do you bring? Well, you can only bring about 2 suitcases, 2 or 3 with you on the plane, right? So you have to choose very wisely. What I suggest bringing is whichever season you'll be coming over in. If it's going to be in March, you should probably bring spring and summer clothing and have winter stuff shipped to you later, just to save on the space. Of course, vice versa, if you're coming in the late summer, you should probably bring a lot of winter clothes with you and save the hotter clothing, the summer clothing, to be shipped later. That just saves some space. As you do have 4 seasons, it does require a lot of clothing for work, for outside, for being comfortable. Clothing takes up a lot of space. So to save on that, how about, just pack for the 2 seasons that you'll be dealing with first, right? So then you should bring teaching materials. With my company, they kind of gave us an intro package, which included some flashcards, some school supplies. Of course, your schools also have a lot of supplies to work with, so there's a lot you can make, but I mean things from your country that you want to show your students. That's very important to bring, so now's your opportunity to bring some money to show them, a map would be nice, and a lot of photographs of you and your family, the lifestyle, your house, things that you might consider trivial about living wherever you do now, they will find incredibly interesting. So do bring a lot of pictures. They want to know all about you. It's like when you do your introduction. They want to know about you, if you have a pet, what does your room look like, how are your friends like, what do you do for a hobby. So any visuals of those things, any at all, just bring it, okay? Pictures don't take up much room at all, so that's good. Maybe a flag from your country, just for decoration. I wouldn't worry about bringing any furniture, things that you can easily pick up here, at least with my company, Interac. When they transported us to our final destination, our town, they sent along someone to help us do shopping for the first time, to get necessary things like toiletries, a futon to sleep on, sheets, shower curtains, things like this. So all of that will be taken care of. Please don't worry about those. And the rest is pretty much up to you and whatever you like. I mean, I know some people who just are very attached to their books, and it's true sometimes English books can be hard to come by. I've gotten very lucky because I seem to seek out an English library no matter where I am. It's always available. So, but if you are worried that you might not have a good source of English books, then you might ship your books or bring them along. If you have a video game console that you just can't live without and you think, I'm gonna have days where I just want to relax with a video game, it doesn't take up much space, you might bring that. I guess everyone's different in what they decide to bring, what has sentimental value, and what you want to remember. If you're gonna miss your family, you might bring pictures of your family. Of course, course you want to bring your computer. It's actually funny, I didn't have a computer when I came here. In fact, I didn't have a computer for the first 2 months in Japan, which was very inconvenient because, of course, you know, your family is wondering, did you make it okay? How are things? Tell us all about it. And I can't use email, you know, unless I bother somebody or use it at school. So it was very inconvenient for the first 2 months. I had to kind of twiddle my thumbs. I miss internet, and but eventually, obviously, I did get a computer. I went to the Apple store, found myself a nice Mac. It's in English, so okay. You will need to get a Japanese cell phone. That's also taken care of when you get here, so I wouldn't worry about that either. Quite honestly, looking back, I didn't need to even bring with me as much as I did. I didn't know like how things were going to fit here, if I could find this or that, if it would be a lot more expensive, so I ended up kind of overcompensating and bringing more than I actually needed. And a lot of that ended up going to Goodwill. Anyway, so you will find it is actually quite easy and enjoyable to shop around for whatever you need here. It's gonna be novelty, whatever you find. It's gonna be unique and Japanesey in some way. Everything from the label on the toothpaste to the shape of your loofah is going to be exciting to you because that's just your mindset when you get here. So why not just leave it all for surprise? It's really fun. It's a good way to get to know your town as well, is to go around looking for things on your checklist. Oh, I need an ironing board, I need an iron, I need a water heater. Speaking of, here's mine. I use it every day. I love it. It's so convenient to make tea or to just purify water, which if you want to do that, you know, I use it every day. It's very handy. $13 or $14 maybe. It's not bad.